Okay, so now I have taken flakes all the way around this whole thing on this side, and you can see by looking at it, it's starting to get quite a bit straighter. The ends are still got a little curve in them on each end, but we'll take care of that as we work along. So basically now it's just a matter of, and I don't know if you can see this or not, I'm going to try to zoom up on this a little bit. Now it's just a matter of, you got, if you're working from this side, you got a low spot and a high spot, a low spot, high spot, low spot, a little bit of a flat, which these are considered two low spots, and then you got low spot, high spot, high spot, low spot, low spot, high spot. You just keep working around here, and what you're doing is you're taking your pressure flaker and you're pushing in on this low spot and pushing in and down this way as you're flaking it, and it'll take a flake off that side. And if you're working on this side over here where this low spot is, that's not a real good example, this one here is better. Of course all this needs abraded because it's not a good strong spot. But if this was your low spot, then you'd want to take a flake from here straight down off of this side. So when you got it in your hand like this, your low spots should be up against your hand, and those are the sides you're going to pop your flakes off of. And then you would flip it over and take the low spots off the rest of them. So keep that in mind. So we got lots of flakes off this side, lots of flakes off this side. There's still some flat on here, not yet, but so next thing we're going to do is we're just going to abrade it, and we're probably going to take a few flakes off the ends of this to try to straighten out that curve a little bit more, and probably take some more flakes off the middle of this on the dome side. So let me go ahead and abrade this, and we'll see what we're doing here. After you abrade it, you can really see your ridges, your high and low spots, and that'll give you an idea as to where you want to take your flakes from. And as you can see, the diameter of this piece is getting smaller and smaller, and you're going to have that. So first thing I'm going to do is take a few flakes off the middle of this thing. Now, you know what? Let's take a few flakes off this end. And adjust that camera a little bit more. Oops. Ah, shoot. Go out a little bit. And we'll take a few flakes off this end. And I'm trying to watch the camera and do this at the same time. Breathing. Take 2 more flakes there. Sometimes I braid light, sometimes I braid heavy. It depends on what I'm doing. And that's all something you just got to kind of figure out for yourself while you're doing it. Now we're going to take a few flakes off the sides. More braiding. Braiding strengthens platforms so that you can get that nice flake. Flip it over, and we're going to take one right off there. Just Gotta take a nice big one too. That will help. Take another nice big one right here. At this point I'm trying to thin this thing out so that I can take some, so that way I can start making an arrowhead out of it. And we're putting lots of pressure on it. I'm really trying to pop a nice long flake off of it. Trying to take more off the sides than the diameter at this point. Or than the length, I should say. And I'm slowly shaping it into an arrowhead at the same time. And here pretty soon I'm going to have to figure out which I'm going to consider the front top and what I'm going to consider the back. Sometimes just abrading it will tell you what you want to do. As I abrade this thing, it takes off flakes, smaller flakes. And I'm pretty sure this is going to be my tip end, and this is going to end up being my base end. So. And I'm just working these ridges. And I random flake. I don't try for any kind of pattern. A lot of guys aren't happy with a point unless they get that perfect pattern. I'm not doing that. I'm trying to make an arrowhead that I can hunt with, not one that I can look at that's pretty. Nothing against them guys that do the pretty ones, because they're definitely works of art. And if you watch what I'm doing, you can tell I'm trying to just basically small this point up and start giving it some of a shape is what I'm working on now. It's already pretty flat. Pretty flat, so we're trying to shape it into the shape we want. And I do a lot of that just by taking small flakes and abrading it into the shape until I get it where I want it. And you just keep working at it until you get it shaped out. And at the same time, you're always watching to make sure you keep it flat, keep the ends skinnier than the middle. If you don't, you'll end up breaking it. And let me do a little more shaping on this thing and I'll get back with you. Okay guys, we're gonna break this video here and do another part, and we've almost got it we're getting ready to start shaping it, I should say, into the shape that we're looking for, and that's where we're at for now. So if you like the video, like, subscribe, share, and there will be probably 3 to 4 to maybe 5 videos in this series, and I'll list it in a playlist. So I'll be back.